Hello, I am Nekro and welcome back to our Let's Play of Heartbaked. I should probably mention that I do not play that many games in general, and this is maybe my second dating sim I have ever played. So please forgive me if I mess up. In any case, let's begin. I woke up with a heavy heart. Oh, it was 5 AM? That was new. I'd never been an early bird after all. The daunting task of choosing the best genes for my sweet baby cake. I wondered if the cake was going to resemble its father. I definitely couldn't wake up this early. My brain was unable to work in this environment. I grudgingly scrambled to my feet, deciding to go for a walk around the town square, squash my rival, or stay up and get some baking done. Well, I would normally say stay and get some baking done because we didn't get around to doing anything the day before. I am assuming that depending on where I go, there will be a higher chance of meeting the love interests. And since I will be going after Benjamin, or rather Benjamin, I'm going to go for a walk. I needed some fresh air. Actually, a lot of it, if I was at the point of comparing some cake to a baby. I tiptoed to the exit, praying to the pastry god not to let Radley see me. The last thing I wanted was his shenanigans. Dum 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 dum. Was he singing? I didn't expect Radley to have such a nice melodic voice. Dee 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 dee. Oh, Ginger, pastry girl, cutie girl, Ginger, dum 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 dum. Was this highly flamboyant song about me? Oh, Radley. You creep. I wondered what else he did when I wasn't around. Never mind, I didn't want to know. Nearly slipping on the overly polished floor, I sneaked away, leaving the tinkling sound of the door closing behind me. Since he was humming to himself, the sound should go over his head. The town square was as busy as always, especially now with the pastry festival creeping closer and closer. I stopped to admire the decorations that began ornamenting the buildings. Even though we had a few festivals under our belts, all of the elves here were in a hurry, making changes at the last minute, we expected nothing less than perfection after all. Though, thank pastries I'm a chef. If I had to spend 1 second with those bubbly, gossiping girls, ugh! I shuddered at the wild thought. Now spending some time with boys? Maybe if I knew more boys, I wouldn't be stuck with such weirdos. Granny voice. Oh god, a granny voice. Oh my, is that you, my dear Ginger? Oh, what's this, Granny? What does she want? Why must people recognize me on the street? Oh, I'm sorry, I went for the wrong voice. Why must people recognize me on the streets? Last time I checked, I was on the lone pancake in this village. Oh my, finally you decided to peek your cute freckled nose out of the bakery. You simply must catch up, dearie. But there's still so much more work to do. So many preparations. Our mayor is so picky about everything. We are in the pickle, you see. Yes, ma'am. This is very interesting. But oh, I know. I am very interesting indeed. Let me tell you, every time. And I am not exaggerating. Every time I chat with people, they look so genuinely curious about what I have to say. And even you, Ginger, my sweet child. But at any rate, our festival is finally coming together, isn't it? I made these garlands and my granddaughter made these little cupcake lampions. Sorry. Focus. She's a dab at crafty things. One time she... Sorry, I think I am needed somewhere else. Bye! Without shame, I dashed away from the incoming grabby granny hands. That is an awesome alliteration. Sorry, Grandma, I was in no mood for pinching cheeks in your not-so-factual stories and tales. Only at the side of the forest entrance did I stop in my tracks to catch my breath. Whew. I think that Grandma actually chased me for some time. You just dare to complain about your back's hurting and again to worm your way out of any activities, old people. I can see through your lies. I think this is my hangout spot now. Give me a second. I think this is my hangout spot now. I didn't dare go back and face that old lady. I want to live my life, not to become a dry raisin in the day while listening to her. The solitude made my task hit me with grave realization. The tricky cake recipe, I mean, a heart? Really? I could understand demanding some buns, but a heart? Food is the way to reach one's heart, not the other way around. And I was so pumped to make this cake. My thoughts were a doughy mess. All mashed and glued together, no form, no clear idea. How in oven's decent degrees am I going to see someone's heart so easily? I screamed at the top of my lungs, shying away the animals. Huh? Wait a second. I looked around me. This is the woods encircling the village, alright? Yet this part seems unfamiliar. I must have been so engrossed in my thoughts I didn't pay any attention to where I was going. The trees looked as if they date hundreds of centuries back, their enormous pink and blue crowns shading the grounds with their shadows. The lively, vibrating sounds of nature flowing about, welcoming me to their kin. I won't be fooled so easily, Forest. What if there's a maniac lurking about? What if he kills me? Oh, pastries. What if he knows about the Heartbaked recipe and wants my heart? Oh no, it was Carver. It must be. I was certain he was hiding somewhere. No, scratch that. He doesn't need to hide at shortcake. With his height he could easily waltz into a mouse hole. I rubbed my arms, the trees suddenly seeming to loom over me. A chill ran down my spine. Haha, maybe I don't need the cake at all? But I need to crush Carver with my feet, show him who's the one and only chef here. So don't you dare go scaring me, you hear, nature? My eerie thoughts dispersed when I noticed a farm located neatly in a field. A farm? In an isolated place like this? Huh. I crouched, deciding to skulk around and scrutinize the alien grounds. Okay, let's see what we have here. Some run-down hut, and it's so misaligned, not symmetrical. Ugh! It looks like one of Radley's drawings. What else? One sheep. And another sheep. Are you telling me that in a place this humongous, there are only 2 sheep in a sorry-looking shack? This is some kind of joke. Feeling more confident, I strode into the shabby hut's direction. I stopped dead in my tracks when I spotted a tall figure emerging from it. With light curly hair and a hideous knitted outfit. Oh, and the gross filthy feet. Please, don't tell me. No, Ginger, there's no chance I'd mistake a unique person like him. This weird sheep guy lives here. To be fair, you could have put that together on your own. No, 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 no. Pastry God, why have you forsaken me? Oh, come on, don't be so dramatical. I thought I carried your will well, baking sweets so diligently, and yet... Wait, Ginger. Hold your gingerbread horses. Why was I panicking? Good question. It's not like I had to try my advances on Benjamin, right? After all, there were plenty of cookies in the oven. Such as Radley? Yeah, he was so handsome if you looked at him from behind, and his pranks were but there was also Carver. Pretty, intelligent, pleasant personality. And they say I have no sense of humor. Okay, there's no other way. Pull yourself together and woo that humanoid sheep. Furiously brush his curly wool. Nuzzle his cute hooves, the clean ones at least. You are weird. But very charming. I swallowed the nagging feeling of displeasure and repulsiveness and went into the action. Okay, now I feel bad for making you speak to him. Like, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Well, here goes nothing. I walked up to the guy who was tending to his sheep, swaying my hips alluringly. I think I strained my back a little. How did girls do that on a daily basis? Benjamin. Who would have thought meeting you here? Maybe I should have gone closer. There might have been some wool in his ears. Oh, wow! Are you brushing your sheep? That's so manly. You probably can't push away all your admirers, huh? Oi! Answer my mating call! How much clearer did I have to be? Oh! I closed the gap between him and me and tenderly whispered the best pickup line I could have cooked up on my feet. Now I'm full of anticipation. Hey, if I could put I and you together in the alphabet, I would also add lambda so you wouldn't feel so sheepish with me alone. I tried to giggle sweetly, which came out as a hoarse crack. You couldn't have everything in life, I guess. I heard somebody say lamb. Hey little one, are you finally pregnant? Congratulations! Was this even real? I pinched my arm to make sure. Ow! Unfortunately, I wasn't sleeping. Excuse me, oi! How in the world could the sheep talk? The yelling finally got him out of his little dream sheepland. Benjamin jolted a little, seemingly only noticing me now. You could rob him blind and he still wouldn't notice. His attention to his surroundings, or lack thereof, was truly astounding. Oh, greetings. I didn't notice you standing there. You don't say! It's not like I was doing anything important or saying anything. Anybody could just take me for a bushing around, doing their bushiness. Silky smooth Ginger. Pastry God is probably applauding you right now. Okay then. And he was back to brushing the sheep. Well, wasn't he the most hospitable guy around? Asking me to come in and drink some tea, treat myself to his homemade cookies. Thanks, Benjamin. I needed to change my tactic. With this guy, I couldn't be any old "What's up, sweetie?" pastry bowl. Talk about it. All of these options are gold. Thank you. Talk about his fetish. Make him royalty. Show him what Mama gave me. Oh my god. Oh, sweet Jesus. All of these are very, very tempting. Oh boy. Make him royalty look sounds kinda cute. Talk about his fetish. Well, this probably means that we will be talking about his sheep. Or is his fetish muddy feet? I'm going to go with this one. I have no idea. There was a lot of wool lying around. Well, wouldn't it be a shame to just throw it away? I swiftly caught as much stray wool as I could and ran to his side. Benjamin didn't seem to care, however. Alright. Made things easier, I guess. At last, reading E.L. Jellybean's 50 Shades of Chocolate paid off. Oh my god. At last, hiding this hideously cheap romance book from Radley's curious eyes paid off. At last, Ginger. I snickered and rubbed my hands ominously. Every man liked it when you let them believe they are in charge, right? Even an airhead like Benjamin. Making a crown should do the trick, even if it's made from wool. Wait! It should arouse his interest even more, specifically because it's made of wool. Ginger, you smart cookie! Okay, how should I get to this? It wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. Wool's no dough. Mold it like this? This cream puff with spikes should be enough. Carefully, I decorated his sheep head with the crown he deserves. All hail Benjamin, the sheep emperor! Hail, good citizens of Two! Huh? Bethany, is something wrong? Did I pull your wool too roughly? Yep, my work here was done. I nodded to myself, fully satisfied. It was great meeting you, Benjamin, my Kingjamin. Are you still here? What is your name anyway? I can't put my finger when I met you. Oh, you know, I guess my name is the same as the name of my bakery. Pleased to make your acquaintance then, Pastries. Just... Ginger. I am Ginger. I was on the verge of crying. This guy was unbelievable. It was no use. He was far too dense and oblivious. I could very well ride on a unicycle while juggling knives on fire, and even then he wouldn't have noticed. Now, juggling sheep. If only I was a sheep. He would probably be salivating all over me. Then the guy would have to run around making a fool of himself to make me notice him. Now it was personal though. My pride has been wounded. To have my obvious flirting being ignored thoroughly by a knucklehead like him. When I rose to the gracious title of the Sheep Emperor. I'm exhausted. I'll just head back home. After an hour of walking, I threw myself onto the bed. Ouch, my feet. How did I not realize how weary I was sooner? Even Radley noticed my state and tried to comfort me, but I was too tired and just went up to my room. That Benjamin guy, I was still speechless. I can understand everybody has their little quirks, but wasn't that a little too much? It wasn't doable. I couldn't do this. I should just give up on the cake. Ugh, no, that's not an option. If that crazy grandma had enough life in her to run around and chasing poor girls and making ornaments to honor the pastry god, I could make some weirdo fall for me. Yeah! I shall make you mine with my irresistible charm. I needed a strategy, something to sweep him off his feet. Watch out, sheep boy, tomorrow the real flirting will commence. Okay, and this is where we will stop for now. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry for commenting so much. I'm trying to keep my thoughts to myself, but sometimes I just can't help myself. And in any case, see you next time. Hi there, Nekro here again. So, as you have probably noticed, me saying that you should please forgive me if I mess up at the beginning of this video has been quite prophetic, because I did indeed mess up in this chapter. That was the wrong decision that I made, but that's okay. In the future I will do my Let's Play like this. Since this game is really fun even if you mess up, I will only show you the first decision that I make, like the first gut instinct that I go after, and to make sure that we advance through the game, meaning that we can both see the ending, I will replay the chapters offline. You will not be seeing me retrying the chapter, because that, I don't know, that seems a bit like cheating. I don't know. In any case though, if you are interested in the game, you can of course get it yourself. You can see the link in the description. You can either get it for free, or you can give the developer any amount you like to support them. And I would highly recommend it, because personally this game has brought me a lot of joy. I have already played through the other routes, and I hope you enjoy it too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. In any case, see you next time.